Hi. So, yeah, we just did Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. Wheel of Fortune ended in Strappy Sandals, and Jeopardy ended in Raising the Dead, which I don't think should have been the answer because I only remember a couple of people getting raised from the dead, Lazarus being one of them. Oh, in the Bible. Um, I did not prompt that, by the way. Okay, so we're gonna take that out in a minute, but one, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, so we need, yeah, okay. I think. Let me double check. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, okay. So we were doing this before, uh, we were doing this before before I, um, streamed Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. And we got to this point and had to stop. Well, I had to go upstairs as well. But anyway, we got there. Anyway, we got there, so that is done for today. We're going to do this at least until the end of the street. Hopefully it won't take too long because we also need to try to get the snippets that we need on Dreamlight Valley. Snippets are pieces of story. And when you get if you get enough when you get enough of the correct color snippets, you can put together puzzles, and they're harder than they're harder than they sound, because they're not just regular puzzle pieces like, say, on a jigsaw puzzle game. They're odd shapes. Like yesterday had an something with an S. I want to say it was a teapot or something, and it had an S. So normally it wouldn't have an S, but this time it did. And I was like, where's that going to go? Because I didn't see an S. And, well, we finally figured it out. So, anyway, one, two, three, four. Okay. Um, yeah, so the other ones, they're really easy. All I have to do is, um, wait. Yeah, okay, I guess. Anyway, the other ones are really easy because all I have to do is, change the color and it's all good. Well, these ones, I gotta build the whole entire, basically I have to build the whole entire bottom, first floor. Well, first floor in America. I hear somewhere the, the first floor is like, um, this would be the ground floor, and then this would be the first floor. And I don't understand how they came up with that, but that's them, not me. So They can do things the way they want. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, perfect. I could actually bring this up one more, and I'm not going to, but I could bring it up one more on each side and have 3 in the middle. But I don't think I'm going to do that. Because it's supposed to be 4. So I feel bad. I had to turn down my video, and I was actually listening to it. It's cozy. And he even shows the ducks. That's something I love. The Disney ducks are, pretty awesome. And, for pretty much probably eating junk most of the time, like popcorn and pieces of bread that people drop. I think they're doing pretty good. Okay, so okay. Yeah, like I want to sit there and I want to like get get all the information for whatever the important part of the uh book is to me, and then either read it out. Oh wait, no, that's definitely going to be uh read it out loud myself, or maybe have an AI voice do it. Um like the one page said that I have the license, and the other, I was going to have the license if I bought this, and then the other page was like, you still have to buy the license, and I'm like, I'm really confused about that, but, I could probably do a pretty good job. I don't know. And I gave Hayden the Welsh voice because that's the closest thing I could come up with to, like, I was going to give him the Irish voice, and then I'm like, well, he's not Irish, he's Scottish, so, how does that work? And, so I gave him the Welsh voice. I don't know exactly how far away they are from each other, but it at least gave him a different voice, and he sounded like a man instead of, like a young teenager or something like that. So I liked that. But anyway, I don't know if I'm supposed to be using the, I don't know if I'm supposed to be using the voices, you know, um, there. Okay. I don't know if I'm supposed to use the voices, the way I want to yet, or if it's there. Okay. Anyway, I don't know what's going on there. Okay. I got a dumb question. Okay, that is spruce. Yeah, okay. It's the correct color. Just this one wasn't because it was a yeah, okay, so this one wasn't because it was a 2-story. I mean, because it's a 2-story. Anyway, for some reason, the 2 stories get a lot more sunlight when there's sun. Because, it looks like the sun's going down. I know I put in a lot of work on that. Maybe it's coming up. No, it's going down. Okay. I put a lot of effort into the fireworks display on the other file, but I might just go and copy this one when it's done. Copy this one and start it over again with the fireworks. That way I can have one that says redstone and one that doesn't say redstone. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We gotta have. Yeah, I thought we had enough, and apparently we didn't. Huh. I don't know. Hold on. We have a way to find out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, that's working out. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But that would be 9 because the floor is different than a regular house. I mean, the regular house, the floor is different too. So never mind about what I just said. Anyway, I want to try to find. So, we need some blue demon snippets. I think we needed some more purple. Maybe we don't need it. I'm gonna make a list this time. What we need, because if I can get all the ones that we need and then reorder all those, then I'll have nothing to do on that game until Wednesday. Normally, well, not nothing. I go and collect a bunch of the stuff that we need. There. Oh, I thought for a second there, I thought this was the bathroom side. Because that is why the windows for that room are higher, because it's a bathroom. Where's the lights? Okay, the lights are right here. Not right there specifically, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I think that's 4. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, put the 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, and I never built these the same way twice. So even though it's kind of a boring project, it's not like, oh, she's building that again, because I build it differently just about every single time. I mean, I built it the same, it gets final product the same way, but how we get there is different. Okay. Okay. Okay, so Pops said something and I didn't hear it quite right because, I've got it down so low. But I was thinking Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I don't know why. It just sounded like a thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, light. Okay. I wish I knew who made Rock'em Sock'em Robots. I'd give them a shout out. Um, like Hasbro, Tonka. Um, I don't think any of them made it, but um, I didn't realize how long Rock'em Sock'em Robots had been a thing until on the Santa Claus 2, he's saying, "This is a oh no," he said, "mint Rock'em Sock'em Robots mint condition." It's like we didn't get toys when we were kids to mint condition them. We got them to play with. I know it was a teacher, but still.
That's why it's so rare to find those toys in such good condition.
Well, yeah, okay. If you think about it, that would be a rare find to find Rock'em Sock'em Robots in mint condition because, literally kids play with it. They go and make the guys, smack into, the other guy. It was basically a boxing thing, right? Yeah, it's basically a boxing thing. Um, so, so anyway, we talk about all kinds of weird things on this stream. I try to talk about my books, but I can't always remember it exactly right, and then I get upset and stop talking about them for a while. And um, so one of my books, I was just remembering a little bit. Um, Holly has stolen the ship that she is going to um, captain when she's 21. She's only 18 at this point, and she's never had a boyfriend that she was really super serious about. It was like go out with them one night and that's it, or maybe kiss them and then break up with them. She never had a boyfriend that she was serious about, but they end up on Esperanza's island because there's a party. And she's like, I'm going to this, she's like, I'm going to this party. And, Dad's not going to stop me because he's not going to be here, kind of thing. And Holly's dad is Michael, and he is captaining the number 2, the Rolling Sea number 2, which, we basically just call it the number 2 on my book. I mean, in my book. Um, everybody knows what it is in my book. But there's actually a 1, a 2, and a 3. And like the 1 is a pretty small ship, but it's got 5 bedrooms on one side and 4 bedrooms and the cargo room on the other side. And the number 2, I couldn't think of how to make it any bigger at first. And then I decided, well, okay, what if you go down the main hallway like always, and then you can go right, and there's a little tiny piece of hall, and you turn, uh, at the end of that, you turn right again, and there's another hallway. So that's the number two. And then the number three is basically a cruise ship, hotel, whatever you want to call it. Um, it is huge. It's got plenty of space, room for everybody. That nobody has to sleep with anybody else if they don't want to. If they're not married, they can have a space of their own. Because I built it for an over 600 man crew. Well, the only problem with that is I lost most of their names on one of the externals that we have, external hard drive for the computer. Yeah, I lost a bunch of their names. So I have no idea what their names are. But I'm probably going to end up making up some names. Some of them didn't even have names. They were supposed to, but I couldn't think what name I wanted to give them. Yeah. It's kind of a disaster when you have a name block. Like writer's block, but for names. It's kind of a disaster. So, so I just don't know what I want to do. Maybe I will name. Well, I can't name them after Mama. I will start crying every time I see it. But, maybe not crying, but I will get upset. Every time I see it. So, there we go. Okay. But I have put Aunt Cheryl's name in my books. I have put. Oh, I could put Renee. That was Mama's middle name. But I don't have like a mental attachment to Renee. I have a mental attachment to her first name, and yeah. Well, what first name she went by. Um, so I definitely cannot name, well, at least for now, I cannot put her name in my book. There is a small problem because her name is definitely in the Bible, and I've been copying it out for my own personal use until we can afford to buy another digital Bible. The problem is that the digital Bible that I want, it. Oh man, I did that. I know I did that. Oh no. Okay. Looks like the carpet though. Oh, that's weird. Anyway. Anyway, I want to get another digital Bible because I don't know what happened to mine, but it poof disappeared. I thought I was just thinking maybe I put it upstairs, but I don't think so. I know I had it with me at my in-laws' house and it just kind of disappeared. Which is weird. I think it ended up getting left in my brother-in-law's car and they just didn't, they somehow didn't find it. Although I thought I had it here for a while. And I was like, gonna listen to it, gonna listen to it, gonna listen to it, and didn't. And then it disappeared. So, yeah. I don't know what happened. But anyway, it's gonna be a little more expensive this time. Because the version I want doesn't exist anymore. Like somebody has a copy of it, but the version I want doesn't exist anymore. Um, James Earl Jones, I was gonna say sings. Um, James Earl Jones says uh, the New Testament, you know, the parts with Jesus and and Alexander Skirby says the Old Testament. And I really want that because I can't trust that the AI is actually saying the Bible words correctly. I can say just about any words. This program that I'm using, Speechalo, not a paid advertisement for them. Unless they would like to pay me to advertise, then I will advertise the heck out of them. Um, except for that, all of a sudden, um, I don't remember what the word was, so I'll just say Balto. Um, like, I think it was Sean was supposed to be saying yes, sir, and then it was like yes, sir, Balto. And it's like, what is up with that? It wasn't doing that before. It really wasn't. It wasn't doing that before, and then all of a sudden it was doing that. And it only does it on certain characters, and Abigail was driving me nuts with that for a little while. She couldn't say certain words right, and she was just driving me crazy. So I got rid of her and not like deleted her from the program or anything. Just I stopped using her, and I decided to use Jocelyn. And Jocelyn can say most everything. Why does it seem like... Okay, I think I was crouching. I don't know, but I think I was crouching. Uh, you know what? That did not work. So, yeah. A- After we finish the houses that I want to get done today, I've got to stop and eat. And then we'll do the snippets. Um, I'm hoping that there'll be enough snippets to do what I need to do. The problem is that the blue snippets aren't there all the time. The blue demon snippets. There's like maybe 2 on the whole map. Yesterday I got like 2 or 3. I didn't get very many. Um, I was grateful for them, but I didn't get very many. I'm still thinking that if some family with kids and they're clumsy and they go and whoop and crash into the window. I know it's not the best thing to think about, but I'm a little worried. Okay, we need lights in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So I've been up since 6 something this morning. Oh, okay. Anyway, I've been up since like 6:05 this morning. Found out the cat was being a bad girl again. And yeah. Um yeah, she's like got my kind of imagination that the boys are gonna get her. Chase her, yes. Get her, no. But, she's got it in her head that they're going to get her. Okay, so, for this, we need to actually do this and this. So I don't like this anymore, and it doesn't look right. Um, okay. Dun, dun, dun. That's 3, 4, 5. There we go. Anyway, I don't like it anymore, so we decided to go and change it to cobblestone instead. Um, like if you go a certain amount away, it just looks like it's a too tall wall. Okay, now we go this way, 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 and then we gotta figure it out. There! See, it's a driveway. Okay, um, and then we, and then, and then, okay, uh, props to anybody who actually remembers that. Okay. La, 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 la. Well, normally I have it 4 across, but you cannot have it 4 across in this version of the build because you could get ran over. It does not look good to just have the sidewalk covering you. You want to have a wall here. There. Okay. Perfect. Now that one's spruce. That one's birch. That one's jungle. That one's acacia. That one's dark oak. Mangrove. Cherry. I love the cherry. Pale. Crimson. Oh, did I put the roof in? We're gonna have to go back, huh? Dun, 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 dun. No, I did not. Yeah, okay. I started to. No, I just put the outside edges. Never mind. So, yeah, so I think it was Unspeakable or maybe as what did she say her name was? Um Emma or hold on. Oh, I don't have that with I don't have that on here. Okay. There. Okay, fictional Ireland rebuild from this morning. Snippet catching went on before the other one. It's supposed to be that the other one's first. Whatever. Okay, Um, so I'm sticking to my schedule as best I can. Um, and what I mean by as best I can is that I've been actually doing it. Except for yesterday when I actually did a GTA video. We were trying to get on to play me with my husband, and it just apparently, well, he's thinking that, I thought all computers had their own IP address. So an Xbox is kind of like a computer, but he says that it's probably seeing that it's all the same internet, and that's why it's stopping us. But we've been able to get around that before. So I don't know. There's something blocking us, and I don't appreciate it. If we ever get to get our dream house, and there's still gonna be a problem though, because um, like if we ever got to have our dream house, there was a living room and a. Although I don't want it as a manufactured home, I would definitely want to be able to build it as a. Um, I would want to build it as a stick built, but but it was pretty awesome. Only I think I had the walk-in closet to go to the bathroom, and I don't know if I can wait that long. Sometimes. I think I would reorder some things and have like two entrances to the bathroom. So like the walk-in closet is where the bathroom is, and then the bedroom is partly where the walk-in closet would have been, and hi. Anyway, it's partly where the walk-in closet would have been, and partly where uh, it's supposed to be, and then there'd be the bathroom because that way, that way, um, if I'm streaming and need to go to the bathroom, I could just run in there and do what I need to do. You definitely would not be able to leave the door open. I typically leave the door open because, I've got a bad back, and although it hasn't bothered me as much since we got the chair that we got, um, that's spruce, right? Here, let's try it that way. Yeah, okay. So just take out the, yeah. And then that's birch, and then that's jungle, and that's acacia, and that's dark wood. Wait, okay, okay. Um, wait, is that what's supposed to be there? Yeah, okay. There. You may be wondering Was that really that important? Yes.
This is my personal stuff. The garden trucks.
It's all gotta go the correct direction. Although, maybe Minecraft builders are more understanding about that. Um, oh, okay. And then just want to make sure. Yeah, that's mangrove and that's cherry. Okay. Yeah, because look, the rest of the street is the wrong color, but they're okay. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, dang it. See, I went and put in this, the stone, and I don't know how it got to be this other color underneath. Wait, no. Gotta have a solid foundation. There we go. Yes, I said we have to have a solid foundation. um, there. Now, we'll just, fill in the front and then we'll go to the side and fill that in and, keep going. Okay, so that's the second one. So in the next block, I should be the third one. If there's a next block to be had. We haven't had a block where there was houses across from it yet. This is a block, the first block where there's houses across from it. So we gotta make sure that it looks okay there too. Not too many two-story houses, not too many one-story houses. Try to have an even mixture. Okay. These, the only thing that is wrong with them is that they're the wrong color. They're fine. They're just the wrong color. And I can go and fix it easily. It's just a little, it's just a tiny bit annoying that he said he could go and change the color variant and then he didn't do it. Why is that there? Why is that there? Oh, the TV's. Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Oh, so I was hearing what sounded like somebody yelling, and I'm like, they're at Disneyland. What are they yelling about? I forgot A, they're at DCA, not Disneyland, and B, I think it's a superhero thing, but I'm not sure. maybe a super villain thing. But I don't remember anybody looking like they're wearing, um, it looked like a dress from before now. It looked like an older dress. Like maybe from the, not from the, not the flapper dresses, but, like I don't know how to describe it. I'm really bad at that. Um, well, I wanted my arm away from you so you could scratchies. He had an itch, and I moved my arm, so he decided to stop trying to scratch it. Maybe by moving my arm, it startled the itch out. I don't know. Um, so, this is Fictional Ireland Rebuild 89. Can you believe it? 89. Oh, you know what? If anybody wants to talk to me. Oh, yeah, that's gonna look great if somebody comes on here. You're gonna be wondering what kind of weird stuff we're doing on my channel. Because Jeopardy, the answer was raising the dead, which is not something that happens several times in the Bible. It only happens twice. Once is Lazarus, and I don't remember. Well, Jesus came back from the dead, but that's different. Um, yeah, I would like to figure out who makes Jeopardy and contact them and tell them they're wrong. The other thing that I was saying, healing the sick or healing people in general, that happened a lot. But I can only remember, I can only remember one person getting raised from the dead, but I'm pretty sure it's twice. Because one was a friend of Jesus, and I want to say that's Lazarus. But there's another one, and I can't remember who it was. But personally, I think the Bible has something for everybody. It's got love. It's got, um, it's got romance novel kind of stuff. Um, Not in details, but, just in, um, what happens. Um, it's got people going blind. It's got, uh, battles. It's got a little bit of everything. It's even got, um, you know, um, guys with guys, but they didn't fare too well, so bad example. I'm just saying, it's got something for everybody. Oh, that is not okay. Oh, it's even, it's even got a lady that turns into a pillar of salt. You know? Um, it's got a guy that got put into a lion's den, and the guy lived. It's got, um, well, we don't know how old Daniel was supposed to be, but they usually make him sound like he's supposed to be 7 years old or something like that. But I think he was maybe a little older than that. But anyway, they always make him seem like he's 7, and then there's this giant, like 9 feet tall, and he was able to, um, I don't understand that because it says thou shalt not kill. And then it celebrates people that kill people. So I don't understand this. That is probably something I'm going to ask God when I get up there. I'm going to be like, how? Does this make sense? I don't get it. But anyway, okay. It's even got dragons in it. And underfed cows and yeah. It's got underfed cows and very fed cows, and the underfed cows eat the very fed cows, and it's a sign. So I'm not doing a very good job explaining. I don't. I don't think I'm doing a very good job explaining, but you get the gist of it. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I forgot he didn't do this, so I'm gonna have to build this all myself. Oh gosh. Well, it's not too hard to build the one-story houses. It's pretty hard to build. Well, I mean, I can do it, and with very little effort, but it's harder building the two stories. um. Oh, I said I wanted to do some snippet catching. I don't see how it happened that way, but all of a sudden, it was like, how long was it? Snippet catching was an hour and 48 minutes and 12 seconds. Dang. Oh, so if I haven't, well, I think I did say it, but please go on Amazon and check out my books. I would really love it if my viewers and other people would buy my books. Um, they are Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Esperanza's Party, The Island, and Adopted Coral. And I don't know, I make so many streams during the day on shorter stream days like this. Not that the hours are shorter, that the amount of content that I can come up with is shorter. It it takes an hour at the most to do Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy. So uh oh, I can't tell you how long because it hasn't bothered to. Yeah, it's still processing. As long as it finishes processing today, I'll be happy. But yeah, it is trying to process 2 videos at once. Um, I wish it would just go, you know, whichever one I did first gets attention first, and then the one that came after that gets the attention second. But it doesn't do it that way. It does it with whoever has the shorter video. Uh, so so one of my videos is Fictional Ireland 88. Remember, I said this one's 89. And the second video is Strappy Sandals Raising the Dead. Yeah, very weird video. Um, just so you know, Strappy is Strappy. Just in case you want to look it up and watch it. I don't know that the tags are actually working. You know, I, I so I've gotten lazy. You know, I can just go and post my um I can export my video from Twitch to YouTube with usually very little effort and I mean very little problems and um and it's all good. Well, sometimes I do have problems. Um But yeah, what I really need to start doing is putting them on my computer again and actually taking care of them that day like I'm supposed to. But this way is actually working out a lot better because I was like, I'll get to it later, I'll get to it later. Later never came. So, okay, so I'm gonna put this right here. Just for now. Okay. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got 10 more houses to do. And like I showed you, I can get the 1 stories done pretty easily. It's the 2 stories that that are taking forever, and we'll get it done. Just maybe I need to put the lights out here. I don't like the lights out here, but I think I need to, at least on this street. Oh, pale. Okay, pale. Dang it. Okay. I need to stop and drink some water. I'm realizing. Okay. Let me drink some water. Why am I doing that? I don't know. Here, let's. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, yay. Well, then we'll. I didn't need to do that. It was just a lot faster to do it this way. Hey, made it look like it was this over there, and then it ended up being wood. They're not even the same color. Weird. Okay. Oh yeah, that's something I haven't been doing to is making sure we have the correct fence. But I'll probably have to go back to the beginning of the houses and make sure anyway, so yeah, so my husband is streaming as well and farm sim, of course. Um our son's trying to get him to branch out and do some other games as well. But I'm like, you want to play that game? Play that game, you know. Um, yeah, so I was pretty happy. Yesterday I had to find on um on GTA. I had to find a coyote, a great cormorant, and no, yesterday wasn't the pig. Oh, and a pug. That's what it was. So I found a pug in the spot that was supposed to be a poodle spot and took a picture, no problem. And hey, if I could go and put in my own commercial, if I could go and put in my own commercial for a commercial I made for my books, that would be great because there was supposed to be something about um like some um 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 some people on Twitch, they end up having their subscribers look at commercials and they get a certain amount for each commercials each commercial scene. Bless you. And um but the problem is that it shows up like 16 times in one play session. And people get annoyed with that. So, but if I could like go and make up a few 6 different commercials for my stream, and you know have it say available on Amazon, that would be awesome. And of course there would be a link in the description to the thing. Yeah, I got behind on on Switch. Um, like if you go and click on any of my Disney videos, you might see a link a link in the description to my Amazon. Um, I mean to Amazon where my books are. I gave you the link. Um, I've got okay, so I've got over 1,000 videos on YouTube right now, and I gave you the link that goes straight to my books, and you know that everybody can see, not just me. That's what I was trying to say. Um, anyway, that's what I gave you guys, and I'm well, you all. Um, I don't like saying you guys because I know that there's going to be that one girl out there or that one guy who thinks he's a girl that is going to be like, we are not guys, you know? So I try to say y'all. Um, I am not from the South at all whatsoever, and I realized that Life on the Farm, she calls everybody y'all. And that makes more sense because she's on a farm and, well, I, okay, it makes like, uh, kind of makes it makes sense to me because, like, that's the way Hollywood portrays, um, people who live on farms. But, now that I'm watching her, it seems like, okay, that's based on fact. So, so if I'm wrong, please let me know, but nicely, remember. Be nice about it, but yeah. And I still want to know what your zombie apocalypse plan is. Um, so our zombie apocalypse plan, and you can use this if you want, I guess, until I publish it. Um, the book is not finished yet, but it is my own idea. Okay, so South Lake Tahoe, we found out by riding the bus or the trolley. I want to say the trolley, but I'm not sure. Maybe it was the bus. Anyway, during tourist season, they have some of, not some of the drivers, but all of the drivers. Maybe it was some. Anyway, whatever. They have the drivers tell a little bit about South Lake Tahoe, and one of the things that they said was that South Lake Tahoe is actually a really big volcano, and it's supposed to be inactive. Uh, Wait, hold on a minute. Honey,
What?
is South Lake Tahoe officially on the dormant list, or is it
It's an extinct volcano as far as I know.
okay? As far as he knows, extinct. So, so yeah, but in our zombie apocalypse plan, we uh first of all, I was mad at the hospital down up there. I was gonna say down there, but I think it's up there. Um, anyway, because we're like down in the valley, and then they're up you know, up, but then you kind of go down too. So anyway, I don't know. Um, yeah, you go up more than you go down. I don't know. We'll just go with that. I don't know. But um, anyway, the bus trolley, whatever it was, guy was telling us that, South Lake Tahoe used to be a volcano. And, like I said, husband says that seems to remember that it's an inactive volcano. It's supposedly extinct. I say supposedly because we thought that, I want to say Mount St. Helens, the one in Washington, was extinct, and it was not. So you never know. 'Cause it went off. When did it go off? Well, I want to say it went off pre-Ashley. Um, okay, so pre-Ashley is, before 2002. I want to say it did that pre-Ashley, but I can't remember. It might have been during Ashley's life. I just don't remember. But I want to say it's before, and it blew ash all the way from Washington to Fairfield, California, which is about an hour away from Sacramento, if that puts it into perspective. It was blowing ash all the way down there. So, like, you can only guess what the people in Pompeii and and Herculaneum were seeing at the time. Oh my goodness, that would have been, going. That ash probably would have been going all over the place, and it kind of, it kind of makes me think that maybe, I don't remember where either one of those places are, except for that they're along the water. But it's kind of like, what if that is what made Egypt a desert? But I think they're on two different. They may be on two different sets of, like two different continents. That's what I'm trying to say. But I don't remember right now. So, yeah. But that would be interesting to find out that that's what made Egypt a desert. Well, okay, so if Pompeii is like a place in, no, I think Italy's even too far up. I don't know. Anyway, it was a thought. This is stupid because it has to be put like this. It's okay. I mean, it's not like really stupid. It's just like, I don't like that I have to put it one at a time. Okay, just to make sure. Yes, it's all good. Wrong button again. See, okay, up here, this is supposed to go there, but it's actually supposed to be crimson, and then the blue, and then the bamboo for wood. I mean, stripped wood is what it's supposed to be. It ended up this way, though. So we'll just go with that. That's what we ended up starting to do on here, and I don't exactly like that, but What the heck? Why is it wood? I know I went and put stone, and it's wood. Okay. It's wood planks. Even worse, it's wood planks. Well, okay. Anyway, um, there we go. There we go. No, can't sing that. That is an actual famous song in some circles. So we got some pretty cool stuff on Dreamlight Valley yesterday. And the only problem we've got is that some of the other goodies, well, two of the other goodies, they're the last two. They're time gated, so I have to, log in on Wednesday and log in on the Wednesday after that, and I think the Wednesday after that, and I'll be able to get everything. I don't know if it's exactly like that, but it's probably pretty close. Um, oh, that's why the person's okay. I thought that was Pops, and apparently it wasn't. I mean, I started out with Pops, I really did, but it turned to the next video, and I did not realize it. Either that or Pops has thrown his voice since I'm like a Snoopy. So I don't mind giving, other YouTubers a shout out. Of course, these are all YouTubers that have, at least 700 people in their chat every single time. And I'm over here struggling for one. But we'll get there. I've got 104 subscribers. I mean, followers. I wish I had subscribers. Ugh. Um, on YouTube though, I've got 478 last time I looked subscribers. And I think that is really awesome. And a big shout out to Disneyland because some of the rides that I have on my channel right now are like going very, very viral. Not like millions of views, but 74,000, 75,000, 76,000, something like that. Anyway, they're really close to 80,000. And I think that's awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna have to figure out, like I said, I'm gonna have to figure out what snippets I need. And I gotta stop for lunch before I do that because I haven't had breakfast either. I was gonna have tortilla strips like I did yesterday, and then I was like, well, I don't have anything to put them on. We ran out of paper plates. And I don't see how we did that, but we did, so. Are we able to go get paper plates? What we gonna eat off of?
Plates.
See, we have some plates. They're those plastic cheap ones that you can get at Walmart, and um, they're like, we prefer doing the paper plates because nobody has to do the dishes. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out something. Anyway, so I did get the um email address for signing up for a company to um to work there, but the problem is that she must have given me the like she must have given me the um email address to like sign up to use them, like as a service. Doesn't it didn't have a careers button. So maybe I will contact them today and say, first of all, a careers button would be good, and second of all, I heard you might be hiring. They've got a office um in Carson City, so okay. Yeah, I'm hungry. But that means that I need to stop and it's not 11 yet. I always stop at 11 because usually that's when I get hungry. um, what else can we talk about? Oh, I still haven't made that video for, reading Coral's book. There's got to be a reason why I'm not doing that. Besides that, I think I'm going to cry. Like, GOLGLE, I'll go and take pictures and then it'll show me your memory from this day. And every single time Coral is in the picture, I'm like, gee, thanks. Because, we loved her to pieces, but she's no longer with us and it makes us sad to see her. But then on the other hand, um, it also makes us happy to see her. I probably should have taken a picture of her in that box. So I'm thinking about taking the set of pictures that I do have of Coral and putting them together and not necessarily making a storyline, just like, um, just like uh have it be one of those Kitty is hiding. Find can you find Kitty? Or Coral is hiding. Can you find Coral? And then on the next page, you see there she is on the stairs. Because that day, the lighting was just so perfect that at first I really did not see her. Now I can see her all the time in that picture because, you know, I got used to it, but literally she looked like she was blending in with the stairs. Something the boys will never be able to do. Unless we get a black carpet, and I don't think we're going to do that.
Twice as hard to collect fur if we do.
Yeah, he said it was make it twice as hard to collect the fur if we had black carpet. We actually like having hardwood carpet because then if one of the kitties has an accident, then we can clean it up really easily. And then if we ever put it into service like we were supposed to, oh, say 2 weeks ago, um, we can use the Swiffer to clean it up, clean up after it. Um, anyway, we are getting there. Okay, so the idea is not go past 11 o'clock this time. And then we're going to do. Hopefully, I'm going to feel like working on my story because I was working on my story hard and heavy. And then all of a sudden, the update was there, and I was like, I just don't feel like doing my story today. Or like I did, but I didn't have enough time because I ran out. It was like suddenly bedtime and I had streamed for like 13 hours or something like that. It was ridiculous, but I got it done. So I only had like 4 videos instead of, like a whole series of 10 or something like that, like I usually do. Um, yeah, so I can't wait until Wednesday to see what the next set of tasks is. I'll be very happy if that whole set of tasks takes care of the last 2 things, and then I can just. Oh, dang it. Okay. No! Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, up here, no more problems. Back here, no problems. Here, no problems. And here, no problems. Okay, perfect. Oh. What? What? Oh my goodness. Let's try putting it in as the correct color. Okay, I lied about there being no problems. Not lied, I just, didn't get the answer right. Okay, well, at least we won't have to redo the bottom half again. That's really the hard part. Well, that and the roof. Oh my goodness, I got distracted apparently, and What you doing?
Oh, there was something that fell on beside the washer. So I had to get that out. Other than that, I'm annoying the cat.
By doing what?
Petting her. What else? Give her scratchies. She's using Terrence as a pillow. And my barn.
Yeah. She's using the barn as a pillow.
Kind of.
Okay. We've got a little light up barn, like when those like when those houses that you would get at Walmart, except for that. Is that one made out of plastic?
Yes.
Yeah, except for that one's made out of plastic. I think that's where we got it.
No.
No?
No.
Where'd we get it?
Tractor supply.
Oh, we got it at a Tractor Supply. Was it on discount?
Yeah.
And it was on discount. So, it lights up and everything. It's really cool. Anyway, we're gonna get this all figured out again. I know you guys were, you all were probably trying to tell me wrong color, and I wasn't listening, and yeah. But we get it the correct color fairly easily, and then we gotta suffer putting in the roof again. We could leave it there, but I don't think that I want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. There. So, yeah, I didn't have anything to go with so. But then I was thinking about the rescuers. Um, the Disney movie, The Rescuers, with the two mice, Bernard and Bianca. That used to be one of my very favoriteest storybook tapes, and I wonder if they have it as a storybook CD now, or maybe even a storybook MP3. Oh, I forgot about that one. They had Pirates of the Caribbean as a storybook CD one time, and I want to get it. Um, they also had Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't like Nightmare Before Christmas myself, but my husband does, so I wanted to get it. Just we couldn't afford it. It was like, do we get Olaf or, do we get Olaf and um, Mickey's Christmas Carol, or do we get Jack and Mickey's Christmas Carol? And I was like, well, I think it was Christmas time at the time. So, I was like, it's Christmas time, we're getting these two. Um, but I was going to come back and get the Jack one. Well, then they didn't have it. So it turns out we should have bought all three, but we didn't, and yeah. So one of these days. You may be saying, why wouldn't I just want to pop in um the DVD? And that's because that takes up a lot more stuff than just putting a CD into a CD player. Like I would have to go and stop playing my Xbox and put the DVD in it. We don't have a DVD player plugged in, or a Blu-ray player. So yeah. One of these days, maybe. I always thought it would be really cool if we could have, um, if we could have the, we could have my, my Xbox and computer desk and all that stuff on the one side of the room, and we could have all of his stuff on the other side of the room, and it's far enough away that we can play GTA together, but close enough that if I have to say, honey, does this sound better or does this sound better, I don't have to get up and walk all the way over to him and find out the answer to the question. But the house that I liked, that would be that would be the exact problem right there. Anyway, so oh, they're doing some kind of weird parade with people in stilts. Okay.
No, I didn't even consider rating, but I don't have any viewers, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it only counts your rating thing if you have two people or more. So yeah, Twitch has gotten a little snippety or whatever. They changed their policy that you need to raid with two people or more.
Oh, it was three or more.
Two.
Okay.
Well, me it's two. Maybe you it's three. Although I don't see why we'd have two different sets of rules. Except for that, I've been at it longer. I've been at this since this Twitch thing. I've been at it since January 2024. He just started. Um, when did you start? About January 2025 or? No, I think he's had to have been longer than that. I don't know. Anyway, it's been out for a while. But I started January 2024 and I'm really happy about it. Oh, hold on a second. Okay, so I asked him if there was any clean plates and had to call across the room, so didn't want to be yelling in y'all's ears. But yeah. Okay, a minute. That's all good. That's all good. The front's all good. And we just need to fix the side and the top and the roof. I was gonna say on the top. But then we gotta go and after we're all done building the houses, we have to go and put in the roofs. And that gets to be a little annoying. Just a little bit annoying. Did you grab him or did you just tell him to come on?
I just told him to come on. He went down the stairs in front of me.
Oh, good boy.
Kitty. Tormented kitty. Frog. Hey, petting her. Some more. Meow you too. You wake me up at 6 o'clock in the morning and go meow at my face? Huh.
Well, if
I'll keep
somebody
you up
quits
all day.
doing what she's doing,
I'll keep you up all day. How about them apples, cat?
if somebody keeps doing what she's doing, she deserves to get tortured like that.
No, not tortured.
She's just getting petted. Don't worry. She's not actually getting tortured,
Yeah, I see you looking back at me.
but she feels like it's like she's being tortured. You really want to torture her? Hold Sam up there. Bobby hasn't liked Sam since she moved in because Sam's a boy and Bobby's a girl. And Bobby's never been around any guys um except for my brother-in-law and my nephew. So, different species, so, I guess that didn't bug her as much. Like she didn't like hanging out with her daddy for the longest time. And then she you know, jumps into his lap and says, "You're going to pet me."
So guys are good for you.
And I don't know what what the status is on her letting our nephew pet her, but yeah. So anyway, that that that. Well, fine. We will, since we're building it that way anyway. There. How close are we? That close. Isn't that lovely? That's fine. Yay. Those plates are not microwavable, though.
Yes, they are. They said that.
Yeah, well, you take them out of the microwave and you're going to disagree. Actually, I think I'm more afraid that they're going to melt.
I've used them in the microwave before. Quite a bit.
Well, he says he's used them in the microwave. Because I want to cook my lunch. Usually I do, I lay down two tortillas. Um, I lay down two tortillas and, um, ooh, that might be a way. I'd get less food that way. Anyway, okay, so usually I put down, two tortillas, not on top of each other. Um, s- um, maybe a tiny bit overlap, but, I try not to even do that. Anyway, and I put, um, half a slice of my cheese. It's the dairy-free plant-based cheese by Dia, however you say that. D-A-I-A. Wait. D-A-I-A-Y. Yeah. Um, anyway, I put half a slice because, we can't be going to the store all the time to buy my cheese, so, because we're, jobless right now. Um, but we just can't be, uh, doing that, so, I use half a slice on each tortilla. So I'm using a slice, but using half a slice on each one. Well, then I go and put bacon bits, and I uh, follow it up by a slice of turkey. The lunch meat turkey. This lunch meat turkey tastes a little funny. I mean, it's not the same taste as it was in the other package. Um, I don't know what I don't know why it tastes different, but it does. So, oh, syndrome. So they're having Oogie Boogie Bash at um I don't know if it's at both parks or if it's just at California Adventure, but most people call it DCA anyway. Because it's a lot easier saying DCA than it is Disney California Adventure. But anyway, um, I get so confused because like the Magic Kingdom to me is Disney. It is Disneyland, and that's what they call Disney World now. And then they were calling something else, um, another name, and Hollywood Studios. You know, and it's like, well, where's Hollywood Studios? Because the one in California is um, Disney Disney California Adventure. So like, I get so confused. People are using nicknames for things, and it's like, well, if you're not in the know, you're not going to understand. You're going to be like, where is this place?
That's what travel agents are good for.
But yeah, I guess you can call, what was it, 1855 Getaway?
Well, yeah, if you're being paid to advertise them.
I'm not being paid to advertise them, but I hear that they are great travel agents and will help you and are very friendly, and they'll get you the best rates. And if you're going to a Disney park, you can either say that Park Pass sent you or that Fresh Baked sent you, and you're supposed to be able to get awesome discounts. And I don't know if you can use them together. I never thought to ask that until just now. What if you say that Park Pass and Fresh Baked sent you? Do you get even better? I don't know. Anyway, it's 10:53. I've already said my about my books, and technically I've said about um my books are on Amazon, and they are, except for Coral's book because it's only $6. The rest are $20 to $25, and that's just so I can get $5 out of it. Um, I wanted, bless you, see if I can get a better deal somewhere, but I don't know if I can get a better deal somewhere. Maybe this is the better deal, and I'm just not seeing it right now because I'm not making money. But I would love it if people would check out my books and then buy my books, see what they're all about, um, and then tell a friend or two, and then that friend or two tells a friend or two, and you know, um,
The snowball effect.
yeah, I would like it to move into the snowball effect. Um, Anyway, I think it would be awesome. Hey, I wonder if you can't like go to Barnes and Noble and say, "Hey, my book is over here on Amazon. Can you have it on your Nook?" Huh?
Nope. Two competing products you're talking about.
Yeah, okay. That would be like Macy's and I mean not Macy's, but I was gonna use the thing of Walmart and Amazon.
It would be like asking Coca-Cola for a bottle of Pepsi.
It would be like asking Coca-Cola for a bottle of Pepsi.
They
Um,
just don't do such things.
Asking for Sprite when it's clearly a store that has 7 Up. Oh, wait, I've done that before. In and out. I don't understand that. They've got Coca Cola, but they've got 7 Up.
Made a deal with both.
Yeah, but usually a restaurant won't do that unless they have 2 machines. They'll have like the Pepsi kind of products or the ones that are nondescript. I can't think of any right now. Probably one of the root beers. But anyway, they'll do that. Yeah, like I think is it Mug's Pepsi or AMW?
Mug.
Okay, Mug is Pepsi product. But then
Distributed by 7 Up.
AMW is distributed by 7 Up. So
This is a topic of discussion on your channel. We'll never know.
I don't know. We got into it. How does anything that we're discussing get it? Because it was a Macy's Gimbals thing, but Gimbals isn't a thing anymore, so it didn't make any sense to modern day viewers. So I couldn't go there. Well, Gimbals might still be a thing in New York, but I've never seen a Gimbals ever. Except, no, I've just never seen a Gimbals ever. I was gonna say, except for maybe on Miracle on 34th Street, the movie, because that's where they're talking about Macy's competing with Gimbals. But I don't think you saw Gimbals. I know you saw Macy's, but well, you saw the inside that could have been Macy's. I think it was actually filmed in Macy's, but I'm not sure. I can't remember right now. I was watching a YouTube video that told me all that information, and it's just gone right out of my head. If I don't, you know me. If I don't write it down, I'm not going to remember. Um, okay. So, I guess when we're done with this house right here, that we're going to quit for a little while so I can have food. And then, and then, um, we'll go and have a stream where we're trying to catch snippets on Dreamlight Valley. And yeah, like okay, so I'm trying to get all the stuff done. There's actually people that have all the snippets they need, and they've got every single one of the memories from it. And then, they've cooked so many times that they're they've done that, and yeah, all that stuff. Well, I want to get to that point too. I just haven't done it yet. I figure, it'll come when it comes. But like I'm starting to feel like I'm being left behind, fear of, well, it's not fear of missing out because you get it eventually, but it's more like fear of not having the same stuff that everybody else does at the time that everybody else does.
Yeah, Buzzsaw Louie.
Yeah, it's kind of like on VeggieTales where I want a buzzsaw, Louie. You know, um, it was it Mr. Nezzer or did he have a different name? Anyway, he's a what the heck vegetable was he? Well, anyway, whatever he was, he's a green vegetable. That's all I know. Um, I may look it up later so I can tell you. I may look it up later so I can tell you the real answer. Because I want to. No, I don't think he was the bad guy in Dave and the Giant Pickle. But anyway, okay, Mr. Nezzer, in one of the um VeggieTales shows, he had a uh chocolate bunny factory, and they were singing a song, the bunny, oh, I love the bunny, or something like that. I haven't watched it in a long time, and I don't want that song to get stuck in my head.
You're right.
No, because I don't remember the words right now. I do feel bad about that. And if the VeggieTales crew would like me to, advertise their stuff, you know, yeah, like if they would be willing to, give me a minimum wage salary to advertise their stuff, that would be great. Not salary. Just when I actually advertise it. But yeah, I'd be willing to do that in like every video. I love VeggieTales; they're cute. Oh, it's 11:01. So where is that house that we were just about to build? Okay, this one. So wait a minute. Okay, so I'm gonna put this here. I'm just gonna put that there. Because that is the house that we need to make into a two-story. So this is where I was. Go back here. Okay. One, two. Well, okay, wait a minute. Is it just me or is that the same one? Okay, so oak, spruce. Yeah, that looks like the same one. Anyway, this is supposed to be birch. Um, what? Did I screw up that? Oh my goodness. Oh, because I thought that this one was supposed to be bamboo, but we've been putting the bamboo one um on the left side of the crimson because that's what that's what the planks do. Where are you going? Our cat is definitely being a kitty cat. No. Well, okay, so that one can't be across from that one, so that one's probably going to be over there because it is. Why is it over here? Oh, I'm confused. Um, anyway, I know the pattern. This is spruce. Okay, wait a minute. We're going to take a little bit of time and we're going to take a little bit of time and put this on the bottom. Well, that one worked. This one didn't. Just on the front, though. What the heck? Oh my goodness. Oh, that's what it is. Go in the garage. Okay. Nope. Yep. Okay. Now that one's there. And this one, I can't tell the difference between the different wood, but I can match it up. So, oh, that is okay. And that is okay. Yeah. This looks so dark. There we go. And this is not that. Oh, wait. See, the only problem is that the stripped versions look pretty similar together, but they're definitely different color. Um, these two. Okay, now, okay, that is oak, that is spruce, that is birch, and then this should not be birch. What the heck? This should be jungle. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so when we get over to the other side of the street, it might be a different setup than what I thought it was because I messed up. It's okay. We'll figure it out. So we got jungle, and then this is acacia. Why did I do it that way? I don't know. Mm. Swallowing your food too fast? He's got the hiccups. He kind of sounds like a seal when he has the hiccups, now that I think about it. Okay, so if I just match them up, I should be fine. Um, anyway, I also have to go upstairs. So we'll do that first, and then we'll, make food, and then we'll come back and do the other uh the snippets. Or I could do them off camera. Snippets aren't that important. That they need to be on camera, but okay. So that's acacia, and then um so it definitely. Why do I keep doing that? So it definitely we can when I come back to this, I can, finish building them, no problem, and well, building them, repainting them, no problem, and there. So then this house will be, oh, it might actually be that, might have been this color. Okay, um, so four, four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And just because we can, stop that. Okay. We're not building it white. It's just that it was faster doing that instead of trying to figure out what color it's supposed to be. Now, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There. Um, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so. Well, we had to finish out that. No, there's 4 more. Never mind. Okay, how about instead of a black house? Yeah. Okay, so again, please go on Amazon, check out my books. Just type in Tina Rash Books, TINARASHBOOKS in Amazon, and you should find all 6 of my books: Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Esperanza's Party, The Island, Adopted Coral, and coming soon, Test and Love. Remember, soon means somewhere between now and Christmas. It does not actually mean soon. Although if I actually bother to, get the rest of the book done, then that will help. Um, so if you're watching me on Twitch right now, please follow, chat, and subscribe. And if you're watching me on YouTube right now, please like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell. And I will see you in the next stream or video.